A wonderful good morning, and thank you, Olga, for agreeing to meet with you here this morning and
Thank
have
you so much.
an interview about a testimonial for me.
Thank you, with my greatest pleasure. Thank you.
I thank you the same. It is and was always a deep pleasure to connect with you. I have prepared a few questions for you that you can give our viewers and the people who are eager to work with me and know more about how I work, a little information out of your perception. And it is greatly appreciated, and please receive my gratitude for being here.
Thank you.
Olga, what problems or challenges were you facing before you started to connect with me?
Mostly it's realizing that even though I've done enormous amount of job on myself and growing my confidence and having coaching skills under my belt, I as well realized that being inside you and being inside your own jar and don't know how to read the label, sometimes we may get in a way stuck and not fully able to move ourselves out. So what was happening that I started to lose in a way confidence that my new way of running my business may work. And this obviously affects the way you run it. It affects the way you communicate. It affects the way how you manage yourself as well. So that's where I was when before I met you and before we get into this session, this brilliant session with you.
Oh, thank you so much. And that's exactly right. When you only have your own perception, you simply are only able to rely on one point of view. I can absolutely agree on this. People might ask, okay, so, but please, I would love to know more how these challenges have been impacting your life or your business, or even both. So will you be able to give some specific examples?
Not exactly at this moment. I just was realizing that I'm not functioning my highest, I'm not functioning my best, and I possibly even, instead of attracting clients, possibly even pushing them away with my mental attitude and perception. But it's only me understanding that and being able to understand from my previous experiences. So instead of putting my experience and experience how worse it can be, I was looking for help. And I knew that it's always better to deal with things in a team and try to figure out for 100 years and then you're done.
That's exactly
So
I can agree. Teamwork and having different perceptions, different viewpoints, different alternatives and choices, or more doors
yes,
to show you different paths to explore is surely much, much better. Do you have an idea how much this has costed you emotionally, time-wise?
at least couple of months, and it's a state of in and out, and you sort of on one hand you're confident, then other day you feel that you're withdrawing, and then again you're confident and then you're withdrawing. So it was unpleasant state for maybe a couple of months. Yes, definitely.
Okay. And I can imagine when you have this feeling to be in a jar and look for support to get out of it, that also costs time and money because you are not so productive or efficient like you want yourself to be, right?
Absolutely. Yes. And then as well, you doubt your decisions, you doubt your strategies, you doubt what the next step for me to take. So absolutely.
That reminds me, sometimes in life there comes the bell, and when the bell rings, which can be compared to the turning point or final straw that inspires to get support. And what would you say was the turning point for yourself?
I cannot say it was the turning point for myself this time in my life. I think I experienced turning point many years ago, and I don't want to go back. So wherever I feel that I need help, I'm now really good at looking for help and asking for help and receiving it, because there is no point in sacrificing and being tough heroine and waiting until things going to turn really bad. It's better to go help as soon as you need help. And that's I believe it's our strength to ask for help and receive help, rather than I'm going to do it by myself all the way through until I don't know what.
That's a very important point you come up with. Many people don't do themselves a favor when they wait way over the line where help would have been beneficial. So are you able to...
I had that experience.
Exactly.
Sorry, I was saying I had that experience and I didn't want it to go back to it.
Can you describe the benefits of the session we did? How did you experience it? And what exactly were the points that helped you?
Definitely. So as I mentioned, and as I said before, I had this about 2 months of unclarity, undecisiveness, or halfway and moving forward and backwards, and this is like really unstable state to be in and really uncomfortable. So what we done together and what you led me through the experience is really to come back to a memory of me in the future when I already succeeded with my plan, with my vision, and I was able to step on up into my better, greater version of me in the future. And we all know, and we're forgetting that we are able to choose the way we grow, or either better way or worse way. And why would you choose worse way if you can choose your positive, powerful state? And I was so glad to be reminded with all the colors and smells and tastes and feeling how my life can be and how I can live right now, and from which state I can function right now and be in that state as soon as I choose to, or as soon as I remind myself to be there. And thank you so much for you reminding me that I can choose to be there at any given point, at any given moment. And I can bring this state into my life right now, not to wait until I get there, but get there by being that.
Very well. So you want to say to our viewers, we started from point A, which was the present state. We explored point B, your desired state, where you want to be. And we uncovered resources that helped you to go from A to B while feeling good and enjoying the process along the way. Do I understand you right?
Absolutely. Yes, you remember it right. And yes, and embody all that feeling into you and remember that feeling and carry it. So yes, this was powerful reminder. Thank you very much.
How would you describe the impact on your personal life? Do you picture, imagine, do you feel that this will deliver long-term results for you?
Definitely. And definitely. And as I said before, I already, when I came to you, I already had some tools under my personal belt, and I had experience of me knowing and experiencing how it's to be in the future in a positive state. But as I mentioned, we forgetting, and we are humans, and when we're not practicing it every day, or when we're noticing or giving attention to others, we forget about what is important for us. So it's like this shoemaker who is walking without shoes.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really grateful that you reminded me my own tools that I'm using for others. But as well, when you are in it, you may forget. And that's why I believe it's so important to go to a specialist and not always trying to figure out everything by yourself. So I'm definitely sure that this reminder is going to, and it's already impacting, and it's going to impact my life. And I'm going to remind myself, and if I forgot, I'm going to come to you saying, I forgot, what is it I should do?
Wonderful. So as I understand you right, you consider the session to be wonderful to remind you of your resources you already had inside you.
Definitely.
And to bring you from your present state to your desired state with uncovering and describing the resources you could directly use, right?
Absolutely, yes.
What people ask me in the free evaluation session, is the coaching with you really good for me? Am I the target group? In your experience, for whom would it be exactly wonderful to work with me?
Really for anyone, for any age group, for any person who want to experience life from the better place, and who feels that there is something better for them in life, in their business, in the future. And maybe they doubt, maybe they have some doubts, maybe they have some fears, maybe they, for some reason, lost some part of confidence. So that would be really ideal to come and just see what is hiding inside, that it's so brilliant, that wants to be shared with the world.
Wonderful. My website provider asks me as a feedback when I talk to their support team, would you recommend the agent to your friends? So my closing question is, would you recommend David John StClair to your friends?
Definitely. All my friends, if you want to get out of the jar and look at the life and yourself from the point of above, go to David, and he's going to guide you with the safe way to find you and get into your empowered state. Definitely.
Olga, thank you very much for this wonderful testimonial, and most of all, thank you for your time. And
thank you very much too.
Trusting me to guide you on the journey to bring you from where you are to where you want to be. And I'm looking forward to the next connection, and you please enjoy your wonderful day.
Thank you very much. And go to David. You want to find your brilliance, go to David. Thank you.
Thank you, Olga. Bye.